welcome to Dungeons and Taverns. This is Saul Sunforge, your host. We are playing the Dirty 20, an ongoing campaign that we've had going for almost 4 years now. I'm glad you can join us. It's been a few sessions that we've missed, so I want to give the recap. As I said, it's been a few sessions that we've missed, but right now what's going on is the party is split up. Asgrim himself is over in Clogsneak. The rest of the party is in the pirate city of Dahlia Carnassus. Currently, they're looking for the doctor's little blue police box, and they're hot on the trail. Linnosias, the overarching BBEG thus far, is in possession of that box. So the party is deciding to go through the mausoleum and try to sneak in through the back door through an alternative route that is often unused and abandoned called the Body Chute. Linnosias' compound used to be an asylum for the sick and infirm. Currently, the party found a hole created in the ground by a ghoul, and they're going down into that hole to see where it leads to. So let's go ahead and take it from there. So you find yourself back in the ghoul-created tunnel. After you follow the hole for about 20 feet or so, it leads to the shallow recess of what is essentially an abandoned space. A chunk of ground is missing, and it forms a makeshift room out of the enclosed ground beyond it. And as you look in through the hole into the other sections beyond, you're able to see that it leads down a rather deep and long dug out path that seems to twist in the darkness and expand ever forward. From behind you, you can feel a nice chill air as the hole basically creates a vent down into this tunnel system. So it's kind of creating sort of a suction power when you go beyond. The wind is kind of gusting past you into the opening in the rock that's been made in the rock by the ghouls. The opening itself is about 3 feet in the air or so, and it's more or less square. It's cut out of the rock that goes into this other chamber beyond. What would you like to do?
Continue forth into the darkness. It is the only way.
All right, so you all take turns climbing up, unless anybody has any objections. You all take turns climbing up into this narrow alleyway, essentially through the stone. And you shimmy your way into the next compartment. You see that it opens up to a rather expansive cavern, which you, from your location, you take is directly underneath the cemetery, at least in part. And from right where you're at the entrance, it only veers one way. It goes straight out, and then it veers it dog legs to the right. Go ahead and give me a perception checks, please.
Here we go. Great.
All right. Anybody else rolling? No.
There we go.
Oh, look at that. Okay.
Okay, they see everything.
All right. So as you're going into the entrance of this corridor, you're able to hear rustling around sounds. Somebody is rummaging around, and you're able to look around the corner, and you see. Let me go ahead and reveal these.
They're the ghouls of ghouling time. The passages were made by ghouls. Oh, I knew it. They're ghouls.
Yeah, yeah. So you're able to, as you round the corner, you're able to see that there are 4 ghouls. Would you like? They aren't aware of your presence just yet. It's rather dark down here, and some of these ghouls seem like they may be blind. So they most likely have been down here for a very long time. Like some of them are like are kind of up against the wall, like like you could either they're crazy or some of them are blind. That's the overarching consensus you get. Some of them are over by the wall, like they're banging their head on the wall a bit. Some of them are over, like just like sniffing at random pieces of the ground, but there's like nothing there that would get their attention. So they aren't exactly aware of your presence yet, especially Raikou, being that she's invisible. Beyond them, there is enough light in this portion of this corridor that you're able to see beyond them, and you can indeed see that there are several more ghouls. And beyond that, in the mix of the ghouls, you see some other type of creature. It's winged, but from where you're at and with the darkness, you can't really tell what it is. You just see that it's there. The ghouls don't seem to be messing with it exactly. They kind of seem to be avoiding its path.
What I would do.
I just need to make sure about invisibility to make sure it's like, let's see, you touch creature you check for invisible, anything wearing so okay. The spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell. Great. Okay. Alright, fine.
Would you like to try to sneak him? You're going to sneak around him? You want to enter initiative?
I'll use minor illusion.
Uh-huh.
Over. Over there.
All right. And what's the illusion going to be?
Minor illusion can be either a sound or image.
I'm going to choose sound, and I'm going to make it be a little girl's laughter.
Oh.
Really?
Oh. That's sick. All right. They would all go running. All right.
Towards it or away from it? Because I don't know what this.
Well, they would think it's another victim, probably, so they'd probably run towards it.
Well, okay. I think at this point, it's time to sneak by.
Yeah. Just gotta look up
Unless
my
somebody wanted
illusion
to-
again real quick. Spell save DC. Oh, okay. That's right.
it's not
Investigation versus her spell save.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an investigation.
Yeah, I know. It's their investigation versus your spell save, which is 20, if I remember right.
Yes, it's 20.
Alright. And I don't know if they're going to be able to even make that. Let's see.
investigation is int, so
Yeah.
I don't think these guys are too smart.
Yeah, no, they're not gonna, there's no way they can even make it. So that's fine. All right, so you make the sound of a little girl over there, and immediately some of the ones that were kind of rooting around on the ground, the closest ones, select. Come on, what are you doing? Oh, objects and token. There we go. I was in the wrong layer. All right. So the nearest ones, they hear the sounds of the little girl's laughter, and some of them look emaciated. They've been down here for a long time, and they definitely haven't had a good meal. So they're gonna go look for the little girl. A few of them heard it, so you're able to get three of them moving out of the way. The ones that are further away though were not either affected or didn't hear the illusion of this little girl. The sound of the wind coming through that passageway behind you is actually rather loud as well. Like the back, like if you're wearing cloaks, the back of your cloak would be actually probably billowing a bit. So it's a decent sized wind. But yeah, so those ghouls are going over there to start to investigate where that sound came from over in that area. What would you like to do now? Raikou, you're able to see that there's other ones that were beyond those three. Does she have low light vision or anything like that?
She has dark vision.
She has dark vision. All right.
Yeah.
So then, yeah, she definitely can tell that there's a flying creature in the middle of the grouping of these ghouls.
Is there? Or,
Does she have anything that would help her discern what specifically it is? Because she would be able to tell with colors and things like that. So, is there anything else that she would have to be able to discern what the creature would be?
As for the kind of dark vision of black or white or the greenscape or whatnot,
Yeah.
I'm not sure because it's because of Whisper, the bow.
Uh-huh.
She got.
Yeah, it's just like regular dark vision.
So unfortunately, she does not have anything that could discern color.
All right. Well, you can tell by the size of the creature. She's been around enough. She can definitely tell that this is a wyvern.
Oh boy.
She can tell by the stinger on the tail and the size of this creature is just large. So it's not a dragon. So the next thing she would guess on would be a wyvern.
No.
It's not flying around or anything. It's on the ground and it seems to be going over to like a pile of bones. There's a corpse over in the corner and looks like it's been chewing at it for a bit. Its ribs are exposed and it's all bloody and it looks like it's been recently killed.
A wyvern?
No, the corpse that it's eating from.
Okay. I was about to say, oh no, it's an undead wyvern.
No.
Okay. So,
It's fighting.
Raikou is going to gently sneak against the wall.
All right.
And she's going to no, it doesn't say anything about that. So, can she grab some rocks on the ground, or if there's dead body parts, are there dead body parts?
No, not yet. But there are rocks. There's quite
Not yet.
there's quite a few rocks. as this whole area was basically dug through rock and ground, so there's rocks everywhere.
And is going to like gonna make a little bit of noise over here by just chucking them. Yeah.
All right, roll athletics. You can use your dex instead of your strength if you wish.
Oh, okay. So that'd be athletics. That's. I mean, okay. Do you want me to use dex?
Yeah.
Okay. 30.
Okay. So you take that stone, you skip it along the ground, so it makes skip it around along the ground like 5 or 6 times, so it makes enough noise to get the attention of everything around it that it can, and it definitely goes skipping and it hits the wall, and the rock is kind of fragile, and so it kind of breaks it up against the wall, but it helps make more noise. And so some of the other creatures, the ghouls especially, since they're more ravenous and they're more numerous, they are going to investigate. The wyvern itself, though, is pretty distracted by that body that it's eating from. It did look up, though. Because but for all intents and purposes, these are all foreign noises for down here, except from the last visitor.
Would anyone else like to do something?
But yeah, so you have 2 different groups. You have the group of 3 that is going to investigate the illusion, which they're almost to that point. The other ones are up. The 5 are going up towards the sound of the thrown rock. The wyvern's like up against the wall, chowing down on a corpse.
You need to look at your spells or something?
If it helps you or could be used for you at all, the roots and things from trees up above in the grass, like in the cemetery, are seeping through the ground, and so there's random roots and drippings of water from those roots coming from what is your ceiling right now. The clearance that you have for your headroom is about 25 feet.
Good cards. Illusions. I can create do something, but kind of stupid.
I'm gonna like shoot the wyvern.
Okay.
Want to shoot the wyvern? You're gonna have to get a little bit closer. Want to do that?
Yeah.
You have to go like.
Yeah, I don't believe you have an angle from there to shoot. Okay.
No. Okay. I will get one of the these guys then.
Okay.
A little bit closer. Yeah.
All right. So.
Sorry, Anthony keeps switching back and forth, so I can't properly measure.
That's fine. I'll measure for you. You got what, 30? 35?
30, 35.
Don't worry.
Okay.
She can only attack one of them, so.
Yeah.
You are a gunslinger. This would be a completely different
She
situation.
doesn't have. Yeah. Also, she doesn't have extra attack.
Hey, when
or
you
high dex.
when you measure, how did you get to arrow instead of having it snap to each square?
I
Oh, you hold down Alt,
Oh,
and you can do this.
oh, Alt Q. Oh,
Alt it.
oh, just Alt by itself. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just drag. I don't know what the heck's going on with you guys.
I mean, yeah, you could just drag it like this.
Yeah, you can just drag it.
Oh, you
Just
just
click
oh
and drag.
you just click and drag. Oh, well, I didn't know that was the default action. Okay, nice. You learned something new.
All right, so here's the
Where-
attack roll.
All right.
18.
Okay, that's on one of the ghouls. It doesn't matter which one?
The middle one.
Okay. Yeah, 18 definitely hits.
All right, reducing your ammo by 1. All right. Nine damage.
And out of character, if you find that tracking the ammo for the Resnium blaster is too tedious, that's fine because I was just gonna use it like give you verbal cues like half of your ammo is spend things like that, so you didn't have to keep track of every individual piece if you wanted.
No, we're taking track of every single piece.
Okay, that's up to you. I just know some players don't like that tedious stuff, like tracking, like how many rations specifically they have, or how many arrows specifically that they have.
I mean, I understand, but I mean, Liz, it's on you whether or not you want to, and then I can tell Soul how much you've actually used this, which is not a lot, considering you're just like Fireball.
Fireball solves every problem.
In the way I'm doing it in Resnium is that I'm gonna make it so when you buy your items, you buy 10 fights worth of ammo, 12 days of food, and so you don't have to keep track of each little piece of ammo. You get enough ammo for 10 entire fights, however long they last. Same thing with the magical components.
So, Liz, it's your choice whether or not you wish to tell, or do you wish to keep track or not keep track?
Keep track of it now.
Okay, no problem. No problem. All right, so you pierce the middle ghoul there for 9 points of damage, and that is enough to make him bloody. You definitely wounded him, and he's now just kind of staggering along, barely able to stay up on his feet with this giant wound in his side. Just rotten, gross, black, watery blood comes pouring out of the wound. Is there anything else that you can do? Alrighty. Raikou.
Raikou is going to go ahead and sneak over onto this wall.
Okay. Alright. Go ahead and roll your stealth versus their perception. I don't think they're gonna be able to perceive you. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna be able to. You don't have to roll it. It's fine. These folks are
Very well.
They're low enough that you could just say you did it and you did it. You're heroes, for Christ's
Okay.
sakes.
Well, what about the wyvern though?
The wyvern still hasn't got to act, so he's not even facing you. Remember, he was facing the wall to eat the corpse.
Oh, okay.
Nom 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 nom.
Yep.
Alright.
Yep. I play fair. He ain't seeing you. All right. So what else would Raikou like to do? This is it's a muddy wall. It's mostly hard mud, but there are roots and things, like I said, sticking out of the sides of it every once in a while, and those roots are wet, so it's letting some of the wall be a little bit slick and pliable too, if that matters.
she's playing kind of the waiting game right now.
Okay.
So she's done.
Okay.
Because that invis is after I do an attack, she's out of it. So it's like.
Dova says to make a spell that makes people randomly forget spells that they have.
Oh, oh that's
Mind fog.
And then he says he loves keeping track of all the javelins that he's thrown at people. Very true. Very true. Also, if you hit with those javelins, you could keep track by how many they have sticking out of them as they're coming at you. Make it really silly. Have a small creature coming at you with 8 javelins sticking out of them because they have so many hit points.
that's what I imagine like party gnomes are like when they get filled with arrows.
It just ends up being a pincushion. You can't even identify what's coming at you no more because the surface of their body is covered with too many items. or they actually get temporary conditional AC increase because they have so many of your items stuck in them. It's actually defending them from further items. All right, that's enough of that.
That's
All right, so Raiku's finished then.
Yeah.
All right. All right, Foxodon, Hival. It is your turn, sire.
It is time to do the smackings.
Yep,
You shall use his mighty bonk stick to bonk upon these ghouls.
Yep. So right now, the 2 ghouls that are out front are kind of in a slouched position as they were hunched over at the ground, looking, up for the sound. The other ghoul is kind of like has a wound in his side from the doctor shooting him, and is kind of just slobbingly, drunkenly walking around, trying to keep his stance about him. Really, that's the current situation with those 3 over there.
Return to the earth and be at peace. Well, that crit.
Yeah. So, his head was already pretty much down to the ground, and you've seen it as a nice opportunity to hit him and try to win a prize. And so he looks up at you at the last moment as you say that to him. He looks up at you. Ah. And you just come down on him, just smatter his pieces of his head is just cracked and just split and shattered everywhere on each side as there's this rotten maggot-filled meat, which was consisting of a brain prior, just smashed into the ground like some kind of slick tomato paste.
Well, that was disgusting. Go. I guess attack the next one, the one that's already shot in inside.
I know you didn't roll damage for that one, but I wasn't gonna. He had so little health that your crit was. There's no point. I wasn't gonna make you waste it.
No problem.
All right.
Next one.
Okay.
20.
Yeah, that's a hit for the stumbling one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
13.
Yeah, and that's 3 more than what he has left. So yeah, your second attack goes to the one who's missing a portion of his body, and you finish him off, and he falls to the wayside of your polearm. What would you like to do now?
No, that's it. I think I don't have enough speed to get over and then try to hit that one. So, yeah, we're good.
Alrighty. Up next is the one who's dead. He dies. And so, Jack, it is your turn.
How far is this way? Is this guy? Just within range. I run up to. Jack runs up to him and, well, let's see how well he stabs him.
All right.
$15.
That's a hit.
Yeah, so that's fine. 9 damage.
Alrighty.
And here's my second attack. 19.
Your first attack cuts him pretty deeply. Your second attack is the one that finishes him off.
Just gonna roll just cause.
And then, to add insult to injury, as he's dying, you go ahead and slice him one more time before he hits the ground, just to see if you can, just to challenge yourself. And you slice him up again, and so he's falling forward, and you go down low and slice him his Achilles, and he ends up falling backwards, but his knees go forward.
Okay. Wow, that ghoul. What did I do to deserve this? This torture.
I just was traveling to see my grandchild. I can't find him, though. These people all look the same down here.
I think it's the wyvern's turn. Because that's all I can hear.
Yes. It is the wyvern's turn. And in the process of it just chowing down on this half-eaten body in the corner, quite a lot has happened. 6 of his, well, not maybe perhaps allies, but people who are neutral to him at least, have been slaughtered. And there is been fireballs and lots has happened. So he's going to go ahead and turn around, and he has a look of stark terror in his eyes as he kind of hops backwards to be startled. So we'll go ahead and take away 20 of his movement to hop back before he decides what he's going to do. And then he's going to take off, and he's going to fly to the other side here. So let's see. He has 61, I think. Okay, let me make sure. Yeah, okay. 61. Oop, shit. Ah, okay, well, I know which one it was. Alright, so you're not exactly sure which one of you he's flying towards yet. Oh, well, yeah, you do. Fox, he's going to go ahead and make an attack for you. And so you see as this wyvern flies up over the landscape of where the fireball had hit and comes down at you. He's coming down at an angle, like he's going to land there. And as he's diving down, he pulls his stinger out and tries to throw it forward using the momentum of his flight to try to pierce you. And it does not matter. I don't need to roll because it doesn't reach you.
So he's kind of just like
he's trying
in the air about to.
Yeah, he's trying to get you, but that's the last of his movement, and his stinger doesn't reach.
Well, okay then.
You notice that you're just out of reach from where you're at. And that is his turn. This ghoul is dead. This ghoul is dead. This ghoul, okay, is going to take his turn. And since Raikou, since he can't spot you from where you're at, he is not coming towards you. He is going to take his turn and lurch forward towards... Who would he see? Who would he see there? Hold on. Nope. He doesn't see any of you. He doesn't see any of you. So he's just gonna let me roll a random dice. 2. Alright, so he is going to go 30 feet. 10, 15, 25, 30 feet. He's going that way. That's his turn. Doctor, go ahead and give me a perception check, please.
23.
All right. You can hear, now that you've fought these ghouls for a bit, and you fought them before, you fought them outside, you know what they sound like. You know quite a bit about them, how their gait, you can hear their shuffling, the cadence of their shuffling, and you know with almost certainty that there's at least 10 to 15 more ghouls on the other side of this hall. You can hear them shuffling and bumping against each other, and you can hear them getting a little bit louder.
Coming from like this side or
Yes.
this side?
Yeah, that's the only way that you guys can go currently. Here, yeah,
Well, okay, Doctor, you hear that.
Yeah, see, that's a wall.
And I hear the sound coming closer and closer, right?
Yes. It's definitely getting louder. In fact, you probably would have heard it a few seconds ago, but it was so far away that you're so occupied with what's going on right now, it wasn't a concern then.
I'm going to step a little bit forward.
Okay, forward or which direction?
Let's kind of get a better look-see down the hall.
All right, you're behind Jack a little bit.
All right.
All right.
You have some clear vantage.
Yeah, and we're going to say that the fire remaining from your fireball are still going out, and so they would actually provide you a decent amount of light. But realistically, that's how I envision it. So you actually have a decent vision of what's there temporarily, and I'll go ahead and give that to you here.
Wish to do that one.
Yeah. The delayed.
It's important to note that those ones did not enter initiative yet.
You have the vision, you have the range.
Sure. I thought that they were further back.
Yep.
I mean, if you want to roll a perception to see further back, I'll allow you to do that.
No. Do you want to roll a perception to see further back? Or is this good?
It's fine. I just thought that they were further back and stuff. So I
Well,
was
no,
like,
no. There's definitely more further back because you know the number that I told you you heard, and you see how many that you see there.
And so there's more gonna come. But you could do that if you wanted.
I just revealed the area that I thought maybe the luminosity from the extinguishing fires would reasonably grant.
Do whatever you like.
I'll do the delayed then.
Alright. She wishes to do delayed blast fireball. Where would you like to place delayed blast fireball?
Where the last one was.
So there's gonna be a small little fireball mode, like right here. Just waiting. Menacingly.
Where at? Sorry, I was reading the
Okay.
description for it.
Just where the last one was.
Yeah.
Make it easier.
Somewhere right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And how long is the delay?
So it's concentration.
Uh huh.
So whatever the spell ends, either by breaking it or because you decide to end it, then it just explodes.
Spreads around corners. Each creature at a radius. Point. Deck save. 5 damage. 12d6 of base damage. 1d6 increase per turn. And it's con. On a failed save, the spell ends immediately, causing the bead to erupt in flame. On a successful save, the creature can throw the bead up to 40 feet. Wait,
Okay, so up to 40 feet can it be? That's weird.
creature touching it must make a dex save. On a failed save, the spell ends, causing the bead to erupt. So that's if the creature fails. On a success, the creature that's being attacked can throw the bead? Is that what's saying?
Lunch.
If the glowing bead is touched before the interval has expired, the creature touching it must make a dex save. On a failed save, the spell ends immediately, causing the bead to erupt. On a successful save, the creature can throw the bead up to 40 feet. When it strikes a
Yes.
creature or a solid object, so basically a creature who succeeds can throw Liz's spell at something else.
Yes, if they decide to grab it, slash touch it, slash yeah.
Ye-
But then it becomes a game of, well, I can see you grabbing it, so I'm just going to end concentration, which can be ended at any point.
Right.
My turn or their turn.
No. I was just trying to understand because this is the first time anybody's ever used delayed blast fireball, to my knowledge, in any of my campaigns. So I was just making sure that's what it was trying to say.
But yes, like an ally rogue could
Uh-huh.
totally run up to it and just grab it and then just chuck it because they have the dex save to do it.
Well, it says a creature. It doesn't have to be an ally. It could be the creature that you're
yeah.
like if you, well, not the wyvern, obviously, because the wyvern doesn't have arms, and not the creature that's has so little hit points that it's just luck. It's just happy to be here. And
Yes.
okay, huh? That's
It's-
interesting.
If the glowing bead is touched before the interval has expired.
Okay, so then basically you just tell me, Liz, when you want it to go off.
Yep.
Okay. All right then. And you just want it for ease, right exactly where the marker is right now,
Yeah.
or did you want to move it anywhere further up or further back, or you just want it to be right there?
I'll have it be right there.
Okay. All right then. Cool. All right. So Raikou, you are up.
Hmm. Can she see further out?
Um, what was her range? Was it 60 or was it 90?
Her dark vision is 60.
Yeah, so go ahead and measure 60 out, and then yeah, you can see everything that's that far.
So she can only see out to this?
Yeah, because the further you get from the area that how you entered here, the less light there is. Since you guys rounded the corner and down there, that's about as far as you can see realistically. I mean, you might be able to see some silhouettes of shadows and things beyond that, but nothing of really detail. You would probably know that there's additional creatures out there, and you can relatively assume that they're the same creature. Let's see how many do I gotta roll. 4, 5, 6. Damn. Yeah, that pretty much falls in line with what they are, though.
Yeah, Raiku's gonna move back. And she has to decide whether or not she wants to just pop the invisibility. Yeah, I guess she'll pop invisibility to shoot at the wyvern.
All right.
Let's see. And advantage since she's in invis right now.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, it's gonna be made with sharpshooter. 16. Wow.
A 16 hits.
Okay. Okay, here we go. 39.
All right. All right. And Liz's fireball damage. Okay. All right. So the wyvern is as he's flying down and he basically is doing a ranged check with his tail. It's just close enough to you, but it didn't hit you. You come out with your halberd, and you leave a slice in him. A nice deep crimson wound, as blood starts immediately pooling and spilling out of his chest cavity in this deep wound that you just created in him. He is still, however, flying up immobile.
Did you say halberd?
Yeah.
But it was Raiku's arrow.
Oh, I thought you were tackling with Fox. My mistake.
No. She just got sneak attack damage.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was looking up a few different things at one time. All right.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm not done with her because she has another attack roll. I'm just waiting for you to be ready for it.
Okay, yeah. So you're over there next to the wall, up against it, crouched down, and you let loose an arrow, and it flies, and it as the wyvern is flapping its wings to keep its momentum in the air, and is trying to sting at fox, in the middle of its flapping, as its wings are cresting up, you shoot an arrow essentially right in its armpit. It sticks right there, and as it's flapping down, its wings snap the arrow, but get the tip of the arrow lodged further into itself in the process. And it cries out in pain as this process happens.
All right. For the second attack, 19. So
Yeah, that's a hit.
20 damage.
Whew. All right. So with your next attack, as it's flapping around and thrashing about, your next attack, you're able to catch it in some of the scaling around its neck, and it gets a nice, decent sized wound in its neck. However, it is a little bit more armored there, so it doesn't pierce all the way through, but it does stick in. Anything else?
And that will end her turn.
All right.
After which is going to be Fox,
Yeah.
which will be time to engage the Wyvern into single man to beast combat with friends.
All right.
I'm gonna make this a little quick by just mass rolling. Is that okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. I'm using the whole thing, the whole action, the whole of everything. Here we go. Everything hit.
Oh God.
Let's see, 8 times 4. Okay, so okay, 61 damage in a flurry of Actually, I lie. Hold on. 8, 60. 59 damage.
All right. So
Wait, nope, not 59. 53.
all right. So while Foxodon is sitting there during Raiku's attack, thinking about how he's gonna have this attack coming forward in a next turn, he then does the attack and says, "I think I'll do that." He kills. Never mind, it was a bad joke. You go ahead and you make your attack with your halberd, and all of your hits connect. Your last hit does finish the wyvern off, as his corpse comes crashing down to the ground as he takes his last flap of his wings, and his head just collapses against the ground. No, I was trying to make a joke because I already told you I confused you in Raiku's turn. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Did not expect the wyvern to go down fast.
Well, yeah, he already had 73 damage on him.
Well, okay then.
Yep. So the wyvern is taken out of the game. What would you like to do next, Fox?
That is all that Fox can do.
Okay. Jack, you're up next.
It's. Well, the wyvern's dead, so that's one less problem. And I will have to dash to actually attack one of these guys. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to element burst. Okay. I'm not rogue, so I won't get too many benefits, but you know, whatever. I'm gonna hide behind this wall and use my bonus action to vanish.
All right.
AKA, I'm just gonna hide.
Yep. Okay. And nothing could possibly observe you at the moment, so nothing to roll. All right.
Mhm. And as an action, because there's a vanish, it's a bonus action to hide.
Okay.
I'm gonna reserve a action to attack anything that comes close.
Okay, so you're gonna have a ready action for anything that comes close. And what are the parameter?
Mm-hmm.
What are the parameters for you for close?
5 feet,
Okay.
because I'm rating my rapier for that.
Okay. It is done. All right. Let me go ahead and finish giving everybody the ghouls who entered their initiatives, and then we'll be good to go. Let me reorder it. Is it good?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is there anything else you wanted to do for your turn?
No.
Okay.
She's letting all of those that now saw the light come to her.
I was hoping you weren't trying to do that. But it's a good idea. It's a good choke point. All right. So, Raikou, what would you like to do?
Attack that one.
Alrighty.
Who's been? Yep. We're just gonna go ahead and do steady shot and a. Yeah, we're also gonna put sharpshooter. Okay, cool. I think that's probably going to hit.
Yeah.
30 or 23.
Yeah.
29.
Yep. Yeah, that drops the ghoul as soon as you hit him with that arrow. It just completely just pulverized one of his legs. He just drops. Doesn't even make a sound before he does. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. Okay, there we go. Anything else that she could do?
I mean, no, yeah, she'll attack one more. The next closest.
All right.
That one.
Okay.
Okay. 20
Yeah, it hits.
and 20.
And you're with your second shot. You let loose. You draw back, and straight as an arrow. The first one, same thing with the second one. It drops him, and he slumps down in a pool of his own making.
Okay, cool.
Anything else?
That'll be it.
Okay.
That'll be it.
All right. Cool. All right. So this ghoul is going to bound forward. He gets to go 30. All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. And that's his turn. Fox, it is your turn. The carnage beneath your feet is adding up.
Fox. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's about all he can go.
Alrighty.
He may or may not understand the whole fireball business, because this is the first time he's seen delayed blast fireball.
Right.
Huh? Literally at the.
Right.
I went
right.
full. I went full movement. And I'm literally at the border of it.
Yeah. Yeah, you sure are.
No, the delayed blast fireball goes off. He's gonna singe his eyebrows off.
uh,
So I guess Fox will just stand right there,
alright.
waiting up. I guess bonus action tunnel fighter. Why not?
Yep. You certainly are in a tunnel. Alrighty. So the ghoul over here is going to take his turn. It's just going to be movement. 5, 10, 15, 20. Bless you. 5, 30. Alright. Jack, it's your turn. Are you still just readied up?
Yep.
Alright. You don't want to move then? Good?
I'm good.
Okay. That ghoul's dead. He's out of the turn order. Ghoul's dead. He's out of the turn order. 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 30. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. And then these ones get to come into 1, 2, 3. Those are 3 initiatives. A 9, 4, and a 13. I'm sure. Are you able to hear her snoring,
Who's snoring?
Jamie?
No.
Oh. All right. Not that I called attention to it. All right. So top of the round, Doctor. What would you like to do?
Fox,
Yes.
would you take a step back from that area?
Oh no.
Okay. Are you just gonna play the waiting game?
Yep.
All right. No movement. Okay. Raikou, it is your turn.
Hmm. going to go over to the wyvern and not very skillfully, because she's not really, wanting to, just cut a piece of meat out of it.
Oh. Okay. All right.
And then just... I don't know how long you want her to take for that.
Depends on the size of the piece of meat, I suppose.
How about a wing?
An entire wing? What do you?
Yeah,
What? What are you? What is she cutting it with?
A katana.
Okay.
A short sword.
All right.
Either one.
Good night.
A butter knife.
But well, the katana. I'd say you could do that in 2 turns, certainly.
Okay.
Is that good?
Yeah, she's starting it.
All right. All right. So it is the ghoul's turn, and he's going to 10, 15, 25, 30. Move forward. And this would be second round since you casted the spell, right? So it would be increasing it by 2 dice, correct?
Delayed blast fireball is at the end of each of your turns. So technically, this would be turn 3.
3? Okay. All right. Whew. Okay. All right.
We're basically just playing the waiting game.
Yeah.
Nope. Okay. Fox stands back, tunnel fighter, and is just going to play the waiting game.
All right. The ghoul up top is going to take his turn to move. 5, 10, 15, 20, and then one more diagonal is 30. All right. Furthest one out is going to take his turn. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. Jack, I assume you're still there, readied up?
Yeah, I'm thinking the doctor has something planned.
All right.
This one is not in the initiative.
No?
Not that I see.
You're correct. All right. Well, since he didn't get to go, do you go okay
Yeah,
with
go ahead.
letting him take his walk?
Yeah.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30.
All right.
All right.
And the next one's...
Next one's up. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. All right, Fox. Your turn.
I let the explosion off.
Oh, Fox had his reaction, but okay.
Well, I mean, this one was coming in.
Yeah. Yeah, you get your reaction.
Okay.
Your reaction to hold him there. But if Liz is gonna light it off anyway, that's fine. If you don't want to take it.
That's fine. She could light it off.
All right then. And
I think It might be safe to say they're dead. 55 dead.
Yeah, go ahead and describe the spell and how it progressed over those turns if you'd like to, and then the detonation. Liz? Oh. She's thinking of something good.
What, you want me to say something?
Thought that you were typing something down, so I was like, wait, are you gonna?
Do you want me to say something or do you want to describe it? No. You want? What's wrong? What did you...
I saw you typing.
Fine, God. As the turns went, the little moat was slowly swelling in power, fire wishing to escape its condensed seal. And finally, with the snap of the doctor's fingers, it finally gets its release. It erupts in a cataclysmic explosion, engulfing the area in a searing conflagration. Conflagration?
Yeah.
Conflagration. There we go. As flames roar outwards in all directions, consuming everything in their path. The blast wave sends debris flying, knocks those caught in its radius off their feet, as the intense heat and flames reduce such into ash, leaving behind but only charred and smoldering remains.
Very well.
The fiery spectacle subsides after some time, leaving behind a lingering scent of burnt ozone and a scorched landscape in this tunnel. But it has wreaked havoc on this field of battle, leaving both allies and enemies awestruck, if the enemies could actually see it, or perhaps maybe for that moment they actually saw something before burnt to a blaze. They saw the light of the doctor.
That's amply descriptive. Thank you.
It was the doctor's final prescription to them.
Oh my gosh. Final prescription.
Just take one of these a day.
That would be actually a pretty good name for the doctor's finisher. The final prescription. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm adding in the additional folks who were pulled in by the light from the flare. You guys handled that wyvern pretty quickly.
I wasn't expecting it to be done quickly.
Yeah,
I don't think many of us.
he didn't get to do nothing. Poor guy was just eating.
was in that, tried to attack, and then died.
Yeah. Alrighty. Now reorder everything, and then it'll be your turn, Doctor. Alright. Doctor, you are up. After you just unleashed the destruction of a delayed fireball after your fireball.
Are these ones dead?
Oh yeah, sorry. 55 damage, and let's see, yeah, sorry about that. I was middle, too many enemies. Yeah,
All good.
yeah, 55, and there's no way they can even make the save. Then yeah, they are all crispy critters. Let me go ahead and draw on them. Probably smells horrible now too. After the all those fires just burning all that rotten flesh that already stinks.
I'm gonna take a few steps forward.
How many steps forward?
I'll take that. Now. It's where I'm near focus.
Alright, that's as far as you can go. You can play the waiting game, or you can pull out your gun and just start.
Oh, shoot.
Okay, it's in range. You ready?
Hit.
10. 10 is a hit?
Wait, it was a 10? 9 plus 2?
Yes.
Oh, no, 10 isn't a hit. No.
I was about to say.
Wait, how's it a 10?
It's at disadvantage.
Oh. My mistake. I didn't know.
The Resnium revolver range is 30-90.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I remember. I just okay, go ahead.
That's good.
Alright, that's the end of her turn?
Yep.
Alright. Yeah, no, unfortunately a 10 does not hit them. Alright, 10, 15, 25, 30. It's his turn. Next one, he's dead. Next one's dead. Raikou.
Well, she got that wing finally.
Yeah, she finishes cutting off that wing. You now are the proud owner of one wyvern wing.
She's gonna drag it over here, and then yeah, that'll be it because she needed 2 turns to get that wing.
Okay.
Well, I guess she could drag it further.
Okay.
You go there. Okay, cool.
All right.
Letting it cook a little bit in the fires that's probably still there.
Yeah, there's been enough fires in the area that they're still there, and the delayed blast would catch some of the roots and things that are hanging out of the ground that's bursted through some of the softer spots in the wall here, and the ceiling would actually also be on fire.
She's just dragging that wyvern wing. Yeah, she's done.
Alrighty. Um, Fox.
I guess he'll begin his approach.
All right.
Go 30 feet this way.
So going through all the charred corpses and the rotten flesh smell, you gingerly step over some of the corpses, make your way around them. And
He's making his way around them. He doesn't want to like step over them. He's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
using any-
yeah. It was just all descriptive text. It wasn't for anything tactical. All right, is that the end of Fox's turn?
Bonus action tunnel fighter. That's it.
All right. Then let me do their movement phases. I'll just do it real quick. That one's dead. Jack, it is your turn.
Hmm. I'm just gonna move up.
Okay.
Nothing I want to do.
You're able to now see all the enemies that the doctor was able to reveal with the flare. That's still there, illuminating the this area.
And that's as much as I'll move.
For all intents and purposes, this is all bright light.
Oh, my eyes! It's so bright. Yep.
Yeah, it would actually reflect back to where the doctor is at with dim light. So, yeah, it's pretty bright.
Yeah. I'll stop here for right now.
Okay. All right, movement. All right, top of the round, but first let me do my end. All right, so it's top of the round. Doctor, as you look down the way from where the whole entire view of what your flare has revealed, you see that two additional wyverns start flapping and come into view. They are flying just behind and above uh, the back pack of ghouls that's straggling behind.
All right, Doctor, your turn. What do you want? You're gonna shoot. You want to step forward?
Yeah.
What a 3. Congratulations, Doctor, you hit. For 5 damage.
Pew pew. All right. So you let go a shot with your Resnium revolver, and you're able to singe it, and it definitely slows it down a bit. It's as it takes a step back from the recoil of being hit with the shot. Which one were you aiming at? 'Cause I know it was a ghoul, so I already know what their AC is. But which one
The one,
specifically?
the one in the front.
Okay.
I imagine that the Doctor is now also pulling out her blade. That way she can duel.
E.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I said. He.
You said E.
Nope. Well, I mean, be a girl in some ways.
All right. Is that the end of the Doctor's turn?
Yes, that's the end of the Doctor's turn.
All right. Let's see. All right, Raikou, it is your turn. You see that one ghoul has made its way past some of the bodies and is getting closer to the group.
I'd like to throw the wyvern wing.
Okay.
Just kind of like, yeah, whatever. I don't know how far.
Roll athletics, and then we'll do. Tell me where you want to throw it to, and then roll athletics, and then we'll tell you where it really landed.
Okay, so let's just say,
Okay.
middle over here somewhere,
Okay.
and 27.
Yeah. So you're able to throw the wyvern wing right here, and right in the middle of these ones that are approaching, and it just skids and lands at its feet. And you can tell that he's interested.
All right.
At least in checking out what it is that you just threw him.
Second,
Uh-huh.
Druidcraft. Druidcraft, particularly where the wyvern wing landed,
Uh-huh.
to make a harmless sensory effect. There are some examples, such as falling leaves, a puff of wind, the sound of a small odor, or the faint odor of a skunk. I choose the sounds of a dying animal.
Okay.
Or shall I say injured animal?
All right.
I think you can see where this might be going.
All right. Now, did you want to role play out the sounds of the dying animal, or did you want me to do it, or? Is this
I'll take that as a no.
is this are you role playing it now, or are you actually having a coughing fit or something?
Oh, let's go with both.
Okay. So lifelike. This the award goes to.
So now we got some meat, blood,
Yeah.
and sound.
Yeah. So
There
you
you go.
so you throw the wyvern wing, and it goes skidding across this stone floor, and comes to a sliding halt. And as it starts sliding, from where it starts sliding from until where it slides to, leaves a nice little streak of blood across the stone. It comes to a stop right in front of the ghoul. He looks down as it's just making these dying noises of an animal who's also coughing, and yeah, you can tell that he's gonna go ahead and start eating it. As he's about to pick it up and try to gnaw on it. The one next to him is noticing the wing as well, and also wants it. And you can tell that there's most likely about to be a conflict over it, as you don't think they're too keen on sharing.
Well, okay. Fox, Raikou did exactly as she wanted, which was to cause conflict.
Okay. Is that the end of her turn?
Yeah, that's it. That was an action, you know,
Okay.
and other stuff. Yep.
All right, Foxodon, you're up.
I do the power of smack.
Oh no, I don't think we're allowed to do smack on air.
16 is the lowest.
That's a smack.
All right. That's a minimum of 24 damage.
The smack of God. Smacked him
Plus
around.
3d10, so 30. So a lot.
You smacked his teeth right out of his mouth.
I think this one might be dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
All right. Just gonna step up and bonus action tunnel fighter.
Okay.
And slowly begins to do the movement forward.
All right.
You know, we kind of have a really crappy phalanx going on here.
Yeah.
We will take this cave one square at a time.
All right. So, one of the ghouls that's back there with two of the wyverns is going to take his turn, and all they can do is just make their slow approach towards you. Really. Jack, it is your turn. You've seen the wyverns come into view, and you see that there are now 7 ghouls that are various distances away from you all. You see that, however, that your group consists of more or less a solid line to stop the advances from their side. What would you like to do?
What can I tell? Can I? Oh my god.
Oh wait, give me a perception check, Jack.
All right. 10, 25.
All right. Over here by where the wyvern flew to, you see that there is a deceased orc, and he has a trifold hat on, and you can see on his side that he indeed has a gun, and on his waist he has a belt and a pouch, which you presume to be a ammo pouch.
Huh. Well then. Great then. Doctor, would you do me a quick favor and don't fireball with it near the wyverns real quick?
No, she totally needs to do it. That's some gunpowder. It could be used as explosive. I'm joking. Go on.
Does a thumbs up like, yep.
Thank you. And then I'm going to teleport right in front of the ghoul in front of me.
Uh-huh.
And then he's just going to do a series of attacks.
All right.
14,
Hits.
13.
Hits. Damage. Yeah, 13 damage. Yeah, he at one time he's definitely reeling, but he's still standing.
Mm-hmm. So all right. Jack is going to walk to the side then and teleport in front of this one.
All right.
You're going to make... Then it's going to make an attack. 26,
Hits.
11.
All right. So he is definitely taken aback. He stunned, but he's still standing.
Okay.
But you severely wounded both of those two that you've hit so far. What would you like to do now?
Then I'm going to attack the guy to the left
Okay.
because my thing needs me to attack 3 different targets.
Okay. 21.
21?
Yeah, it hits.
11.
Mm-hmm. Anything above a 12 hits, just so you know, for future
Yep.
reference.
I'm just, going through the motions.
Okay. Yep.
And that,
11 points damage. Okay.
and then Jack's just going to walk back. And none of them can attack him because of mobility.
Right. Yeah. So you do a flurry of blows. All 3 connect against all 3 targets, and you severely wounded all 3, and then go back to where you came from.
No ganging up on me.
Wait a minute. What?
Distance strike. I did a lot of teleportation.
I understand that you did a lot of teleportation, but
Mhm.
it allows you to go all the way back.
No, I walked back.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
It's because I got the mobile feat.
yeah. So they don't get an
Okay.
attack of opportunity against you.
If I
so
attack
he's
them.
fine.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I got it. Alrighty. Movement phase. Fox, you get your sentinel.
Oh. Do you dare to approach me? 24.
Yeah, hits him.
15.
Yeah, so he goes to try to move. You sentinel him from right where you're standing, and he dies where he stands. You now have a wall of corpses in front of you.
Well, I guess we decided to build a wall. Don't worry, we need to still make a door.
There's definitely enough flesh here to make a wall. Yeah.
But where's the door?
And just so you know, if you go over the X squares, that counts as rough terrain for them and for you. All right. That's what I thought. I lost track of where I was. There we go. All right. The wyvern's turn. The wyvern is going to survey the battlefield. Okay, it determines its target and it is off. 30. What does Tunnel Fighter give you, Fox? Again? It gives you another reaction.
It gives me not as many reactions as I want for opportunity attacks, but it gives me particularly opportunity attacks do not take my reaction, so I can basically just keep on going. But we put a cap of it of
Your Dex modifier, I believe.
of 1 plus my Dex modifier, 1 for being the normal one, and then Dex modifier being the, and so a total of 4.
Okay. All right. So the wyvern is going to fly up by near the corpse wall, and it's going to try to take a shot at you with its stinger from where it's at.
Very well, Sentinel. 18 to hit.
Yes, 18 does hit it.
10 damage. It's bad wyvern. It still gets attacks, but still bad
Right.
wyvern.
Right. Oh, 12. 12 doesn't hit you, does it? No.
It does not. 12 is it does not hit me.
Right.
One bit.
Right. All right, and then it's going to go for its bite. It's 25 hit you.
That will hit.
All right, so then its teeth do 11 points of damage as it snaps at you, and it kind of might catch your arm a little bit. Nothing too bad though.
Nothing too bad. Just jaws of this wyvern just nomming on me. Got it.
Yeah, it's not like it went all the way through your bone or anything. Calm down. All it takes is a little bit of a sleep, don't you know? You can heal back from anything.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, I see how it is.
I got 1 HP. I'm dragging my leg behind me. I'm hopping around. That's okay. 8 hours of sleep. I'm good. Good. All right. So the wyvern's done with his turn. Now movement phase. 5, 10. Okay. As it's going to step over the corpse, do you get any reaction, Fox?
This would be. Oh, that's a crit.
Yeah, you critted him. Go ahead and well, what is your weapon? How much base damage does your weapon do again?
So it's a 1d10.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Plus 8, and then I critted, so that would be
Yeah. So he's
2d10
okay.
plus 8 plus 10 plus
That's why I figured.
1d6 plus 6. There we go. Boop.
That's why I figured. Because that's why I didn't have you roll it last time, because it's just there's no point. So I just want to make sure. All right. So yeah. So he dies on top of his friend who had died. So now that that portion of the pile is double the height of everything else. So now you actually can use that pile as partial cover if you wish.
That's a little disgusting.
All right. Yeah, I guess it is. Well, whatever. All right, so the wyvern or the ghouls over here are down focused on the wyvern wing, and the ghoul that was next to him is over there, and they're actually actively struggling with their teeth in their hands and trying to lash out at each other a bit, and it looks like they're actually about to fight each other for this wyvern wing, so they're occupied. The wyvern who is lagging behind is going to take his turn, and he is going to, or it is going to fly 5, 20, 50. All right, is there anything you can do there, Fox?
Yes, I can tell it to stop.
It's 10 feet in the air right now.
Okay. 11 damage to tell it to stop. No. Stop right there. Criminal scum.
Yeah, the 28 was a hit.
Yes.
Yeah, that definitely hits for 11. Okay. All right, so it goes flying above the corpse pile, and you manage to hit it just so. Really, it would be like on its legs as it's flying, and it kind of recoils its legs up a bit as you have a little bit of wyvern blood showering down onto you, as it's more than a drip, but it's not like a flow of blood. And then for the rest of his turn, since he stopped right there, he's going to attack you, Jack, with its stinger first.
Yeah.
Well, Jack, it's nice knowing you.
Nope.
Does not hit, and then it's going to go for a bite.
That hits.
All right. Ooh. As he
I'm going.
he bites and kind of solidly locks on as he's now trying to rend your arm.
I'm gonna do the phantom thing. What's it called? Special defense, and half that.
Okay,
Just because as a fuck you.
that's fine.
It's like, no.
Okay.
It's like, no, you don't hurt as much as you think you do.
Okay. I see. Passive aggressive damage reduction, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Top of the round, Doctor. It is your turn.
Your turn, Liz. What? See, all of these, all in the little groupies. You're gonna just shoot? Alright, which one are you shooting? Weaver? Would you like to overcharge? Okay. So, she's going to overcharge. The first thing first, we gotta decide. Alright, you don't burn yourself.
Which wyvern is she attacking? The one above Fox or below him? Okay.
That one.
Okay.
This one.
Okay.
Alright, you ready? Alright, does 14 hit?
Yes.
Very well. 2 of your shots hit as you kind of go crack 3 shots with an overload. $21 points of damage.
And as you let those succession of shots go, the barrel as the bullet cascades out of the barrel. Little sparks of red resin come out as with each shot, and each successive shot more shoots out. And 21 points of damage. That's pretty solid. As the wyvern gets filled with bullets, and it's trying to bite at Jack. Anything else for the doctor?
No.
All right.
Oh. Good to know.
All right. That one's deceased. It's Raiku's turn.
Raiku's turn?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Raiku's going to go ahead and do the smart thing and step the freak back. Yeah. Yeah, there we go.
All right.
And is going to shoot. She can't really get shots on these ones, can she?
I would have to say no. I would have to say there's just too many things in the way. That's a lot. That's a big conga line of bodies there in that row.
Right. All right. I guess she's gonna start laying into the wyvern.
Okay.
And she's going to do it with style, sharpshooter. 21, I think, hits.
Yeah. Yep.
That will be 8 plus boxes adjacent. So 55 damage over the course of the 2 shots.
All right. That's quite a bit of damage. And so after your first shot, it rocks it. Your second shot actually gets it to your second shot gets it to actually start careening in a tailspin in the air as it ends up crashing into the ground, prone.
Oof, it's prone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything else?
No, that's it. She laid into him.
Alrighty. Foxodon Haval.
We're going to go ahead and use the attack action and then bonus action for Tunnel Fighter.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the attacks. I believe 20 still hits. So
Yes. Yes, it does.
easy. 39 damage. Just whacking that wyvern's slowly coming down.
Yeah, and each one of your strikes bloodies the wyvern more and more as it's starting to look more like a piece of tenderized meat in a lot of places on its body. It still is standing, however, it has substantial wounds all over its body. Anything else Fox can do?
Nope. That would be all of his action economy.
Okay. Alright, movement phase. Alright, and then the 10 feet for the corpse. Alright, so that ghoul is underneath the wyvern that's flying above him. I wish there was a way you could make it like you can make the token look like it's raised off of it. That's alright. That's his turn. And then Jack, it is your turn. You have a ghoul that just is walking up to you and a wyvern that is flapping its wings, trying to maintain height that is bleeding down onto the ghoul underneath of it. Dova said, tender wyvern steak. I bet you wyvern probably would taste very gamey.
Actually, wyvern tastes really, really bad.
Oh, there's actually lore on it?
Yes. In fact, the body of a wyvern is basically a lot of it is essentially unusable to normal people. That the only thing that's actually usable are really its teeth and the poison. Not even its bones are good because they're too porous and fragile.
Oh. Huh.
Sheesh. Okay.
There's not a lot of incentive other than literally the poison
Yeah.
to go wyvern hunting.
Yeah, their poison fetches a decent amount. And it kills a decent amount.
Back in second edition, it was a save or die poison.
Yeah. Well, yeah, back in the second edition, a lot of things were save or die. Yeah. They got rid of those things over the editions.
I mean, that's true, but there were only I think it was 3 in the all of second edition types of poisons that were save or die.
Oh yeah, for poison specifically. I was talking about saves in general, from say petrification.
Yeah.
It's like
Alright, so-
there was no you get extra chances.
We'll walk up to this wyvern. Stab it.
All right, go ahead and do the stabbing.
There we go. And 14.
A 14 does yes, a 14 does hit.
Jeez. 6. What the hell? There it is.
Oh my god, that explosive 6 is just enough. No, it's not. All right, so you just added an additional wound to it, and it's bleeding a little bit more. Anything else you'd like to do?
Jack's gonna teleport to the one that's on the ground.
Okay. Well, then you get advantage.
All right, let's see how this goes. 18.
Yes, that's a hit.
Sit. 6.
All right.
And then
This one looks hurt too, just not quite as bad as the other one that you just assaulted.
Jack is just go walk back because that doesn't look like a good place for him to be. Maybe a little bit farther.
Alrighty. That's the end of Jack's turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me movement. 5. Alright. The middle the middle pile that already has the 2 corpses, Fox, that's right in front of you. You see a ghoul climb up that pile and you see his head as soon as he gets to the top of that pile. Go ahead and use your sentinel. Yeah,
30.
yeah, that hits him.
9.
Let's see that. Oh, no. Don't give me the dragon. Give me the ghoul. Where'd he go? Oh, you punks. They put him underneath. Alright, 9 points of damage. Alright, that's the first wound that he's taken. However, he does look decently hurt by that. However, he is not deterred. and he is going to make two claw attacks against you, and if they both hit, then he's going to make a bite as well, but
Very well.
only if both claws hit you though. I know the 9 doesn't. Is the 17 hit you?
The 17, unfortunately, does not hit me.
It's not.
No damage will be dealt today.
That's. Oh man, that ghoul damage, that massive, destructive. Well, it's actually not bad. If you were like a level 2 party, you could take it. Come on now. All right, the next one is going to come up, and he is actually going to see the two ghouls over there that are messing with the wing, and he's hungry as well. All these creatures down here haven't seen adventures in some time, and so they had no food or anything. So he's going to go ahead and join in with those two. And there's like a little tug of war going on for scraps of this wing, and like they're shredding it up and eventually divide it up into pieces where they each individually get some pieces of the wing. The next one up, he's busy snacking on pieces of the wing. The one who is prone is going to use half of his movement to stand up, and he is going to start to fly over towards you, Fox. So he just flies just a bit. Do you have your sentinel still or no this round?
Yep.
Okay.
As long as I have Tunnel Fighter up,
Yeah.
which is a bonus action,
Yeah.
gets that extra 21,
Yeah, it's a hit.
11. But I'm still totally in range of it. It's still totally could,
No,
do stuff.
Yeah, I got it. Yep. So, all right. So it now the damage on both of those wyverns almost looks kind of identical in terms of their shape, which is not very good. They're both just barely able to take flight and attack and things like that. So his attack against you is he's gonna go for the stinger twice and a bite.
Ooh. All right.
The first sting, the second sting, and then the bite. I know the
So the
25 hit.
first
Does
sting.
the 19 hit?
No, it did not.
Okay, so for the one sting, I need a con save.
$19.
All right, you made the save, so you take half of that.
So 76 is that I just take so I take half of 23.
Yeah.
All right. So that would be 12.
No, 11.
Hey, this is-
No, 11. It'd be yeah, it would be 11.
Okay. Now, second question. What kind of damage is this?
Oh, this is the for the poison. You get half damage on a save.
Okay, so it's poison damage.
Yeah. Yep. and
All right, so I take
and-
6 No, it's 11. What's the half of 11?
5. You take 5.
All right, I take 5 damage.
And then from the sting itself, that's piercing damage.
Okay. Minus 9. Because Fox has that ancient green dragon scale mail, which gives him resistance to poison damage. Woo!
All right, so just the one sting and hit, the second sting miss, and then the bite missed, right?
Yup.
Okay. All right, that's the end of his turn. Uh, that ghoul is occupied with the bigger chunk of the wing. All right, the other wyvern is going to take his turn, and that's the one that had bit Jack. He's going to go for 2 bites and a sting, since he has bit your arm already.
Hmm.
Let's see.
Jack! Jack, no!
First bite, second bite.
Nope. Nope.
Okay. Well, then he missed with those bites, and so your arm is no longer in any type of danger from that.
And I like this jacket.
And then,
I'd appreciate it.
all right, and then the sting. Miss, critical miss. Two
Shoot.
two critical misses.
Shoo.
Alrighty, so that wyvern is very distraught. He had a bad day. Doctor, it is your turn, top of the round.
Doctor. Shooting shoots?
Yeah,
Alright, regular shoots or overload?
regular.
Alright, who are you shooting?
Wyvern.
Okay, which one?
The one that I shot last time.
Very well. That one.
Fine, I'm not shooting anything.
Alright, so your shot missed then?
Yeah.
Okay. No movement? Thank
Want to
you.
move back?
Alright.
Yeah, okay. There, that's it.
Alright, Raikou, it is your turn.
So we'll go ahead and aim at a wyvern, the one that she's been aiming at. We're gonna bonus action steady aim and launch out her first arrow.
Oh, and you saw the ghoul go.
Sure.
You saw the one ghoul climb the pile of 2 ghouls too. That fox is engaged in it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But it should be fine.
Alright.
You take out these wyverns.
Okay.
Doing some monster hunting, 27.
That's a hit.
Alright, and then the second attack, 20.
It's a hit.
$44.
That's on the top one or the bottom one?
Top one.
Alright, and with your second shot, the wyvern falls silently to the ground, dead.
Okay.
Alright. Anything else for Raikou?
Nope, that's it. She can't move.
Okay, Fox.
Fox is going to go ahead and there's one ghoul underneath the wyvern, yes?
Yeah, there's one ghoul underneath the wyvern. There's the one ghoul that is on top of the pile, which is about 4 feet high at this point.
He's gonna go ahead and take care of. He's gonna go ahead and attack the 2 ghouls that are there and there.
Okay.
All right. We'll have to do this one at a time, I guess. So the one beneath the wyvern, 24 to hit
It hits.
for 13 damage.
Alright. Yeah, he's still standing. He's hurt.
All right. Oh, sorry. And another. Okay, that one's dead now.
That was to the same one?
Yeah, that was the same one.
Yeah. So you follow your first attack up with a more vicious second attack. Drop him right there. So now you're creating a row of now two deep corpses.
And now the one on top of the pile. For 18 damage.
Yeah, that finishes him off too. So he got that one as he climbs to the top of the pile goes to come after you. You sentinel him right where he stands. He is not able to attack, and then you finish him off a moment later with an attack. As he's going to claw, he's like basically slips into death and falls also on the pile, which is now full coverage.
Okay. I will now go ahead and use bonus action to tunnel fight.
All right.
And that will be it.
All right. That one's dead. Take him out of the turn order. Jack, it is your turn.
Well, this seems a lot better situation.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, ghouls are falling everywhere. There's piles of ghouls. Some of the piles are actually over 6 feet tall.
jeez. It doesn't work. All right, I'm going to attack the wyvern.
All right. So you step in between some of the piles there, and you go ahead and attack the wyvern. Go ahead. Roll your attack.
24.
This is with the rapier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it hits.
8.
All right.
Teleport right behind it. All right. And I'm going to attack the ghoul. That's right next to me.
All right. Hit.
13. And then 13 again.
All right. He's hurting. He's still standing though.
All right. I'm going to teleport in front of this ghoul.
Mm-hmm.
25.
Yeah, it hits.
Then 7.
Yeah. So you teleport in front of the one who's eaten the biggest chunk of the wyvern wing. You hit him, and with that slash of your rapier, the wyvern wing goes one way, his body goes the other, and he slumps to the ground, dead.
And I'm going to move back next to the doctor. So I'm in the best state. And that's the end of my turn.
All right.
Are you affected by difficult terrain?
Nope.
Well, goddamn. Okay then.
10.
Wait, hold on. I assume so, but let me check.
20. All right, Fox. Go ahead and use your sentinel. There's
You sound so defeated.
no. The pot.
Lance-
There's three corpses there that he's standing on the pile of. So he's about to be the fourth one. So you're about to have a 10-foot tall pile of corpses here.
Oh, yeah, no,
26.
Lance right.
Hit.
Lance right makes it. I don't. Non-magical terrain doesn't affect my movement.
Land Strider?
Land stride. Land stride.
But yeah, that was a hit, Fox.
Okay. So, don't worry. I'll make this easy. Okay? Okay? What I'm gonna do for you. Yeah, just for you, Soul. Just for you. Alright? I'm gonna use a superiority die. Just to kill it. You know, one hit.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
I'm gonna, because, you know, I think it would be funny. a trip attack. Because I love that trip attack.
Uh-huh.
So now I get to make a strength save. But first, here's the damage. 22. He's dead.
Yeah, so he's going to you kill him, and as he's dying to the ground, you then trip him because he's dead and can't make the save. So
Alright.
he falls perfectly on this pile. It now makes it look like you're intentionally trying to arrange the pile a certain way with the corpses, you sick fuck.
Okay.
He's dead.
Making sure.
He's dead. You now have about 9 foot tall pile of corpses here. As that is the fourth one on that pile. So you have a pile of 2, a pile of 2, and a pile of 4. Not to mention the dead wyvern, who's creating his own rather large pile by himself. Alright, so he's dead. Take him out of the turn order. He's still alive. Oh, let me move the wyvern down just in case. I remember where he's at. 15, 25. Fox, go ahead and get your... Well, at 15, go ahead and get your sentinel in. That's a hit.
Nat 1.
You cannot miss.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's in that one. Okay. Yeah. Woo! He's lucky.
Huh. I miss.
Huh. He's lucky. Alright, so he comes in with him.
Me fighting the urge to use a lucky die.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I don't know, Shadow. Should I use one of my lucky dice?
Give me a second. Heads or tails?
Heads.
What? Use it.
I use a lucky die
Alright.
to reroll.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Okay.
For 9 damage. See, it's
Go
still only
left
one.
Alright, and so with that reroll of your luck being with you, you're able to then kill him.
Well, okay then.
And so now there's a solid wall of corpses in front of you.
Wow.
One's 5 feet tall, one's 9 feet tall, and the other one's about 4 or 5 feet tall. And then beyond that, you have the the wyvern corpse, who's also like probably about 2-3 feet tall. Pile. It's pretty funny, actually. Pretty funny sight. All right. He's dead. He doesn't get turned. All right. So, and then finally, a younger wyvern comes into view. That's being illuminated from your flare shot.
I'm just imagining it's like the younger one. And then Raiku's just looking at it like, I want to keep that one.
All right. That is the younger one's turn. He's dead. Doesn't get a turn. All right. And this one moving back to where he was. All right. So it's his turn. He's probably gonna go after you, Fox, since you're right there.
Okay.
And he's going to try to he's going to try to sting you and claw you.
Okay.
All right, for the sting, and then for the claw. Is it
Claw will make it.
Okay. Alright. has 13 damage as he rakes across the side of your exposed skin.
Oh no. It's no bueno.
And that is the end of his turn. Top of the round, Doctor, it's your turn. You see that the new wyvern joined into the fight, but the other one is dead, so it's back down to 2 still.
Overload or regular?
Regular.
Very well.
That's
19.
That's a hit.
Aw, yeah, good job, Doctor. You hit it with your gun of Gunsy McGuns for 16 gun damage.
Whew. You just killed it. You just killed it with that shot. You're attacking the one closest to you, right? I assume, not the baby?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, you just killed it. As your bullet just... You see that your shot, as it penetrates the skin of this wyvern, and as you see the last bit of life extinguish from the wyvern, your shot that kills it has an effect on it that you basically can see all of the veins of the inside of this
Oh my
wyvern
God.
glow.
What are you doing?
What? Hold on. What's wrong?
She,
Oh, hold on. So, as I was saying, your last shot that kills the wyvern, it has a special effect that the resnium itself courses through its veins, and you can see all the veins inside in the arteries and everything as the bullet explodes outwards and just showers blood and viscera everywhere. The explosion is completely astronomical for the proportion of damage that you've done to this thing. It is no longer recognizable as a wyvern, as bits and chunks go flying everywhere.
okay.
Alright, Raikou, it is your turn. You've seen the other adult wyvern go down, and the only one to contend with is the new arrival, the baby wyvern.
Is it bad that I want it? It's a baby.
If you can tame it, be my guest.
Yeah, it's looking around rather terrified, as presumably the wyverns that were killed prior to its arrival were its parents. It's looking around rather terrified and distraught on what to do, as it's clearly outmatched. If you want to tame it, I'm going to need an animal handling. It's going to have to be pretty decent.
Raikou will try.
All right.
Why not?
All right. For all intents and purposes, then we're out of combat. Go ahead and give me an animal handling. As you get,
Oh, it's not gonna be a good roll. Believe me. It's someone else is gonna have to do it because she's not good at it. She's just looking at the little baby like, oh, look at the little baby. But here we go. Yep, here we go. 9.
all right. So The wyvern bucks your attempts to get close to it. It snaps at you with that attempt, and it does 3 points of damage to you. Just as it nips at you. You want to try again?
At this point, Fox is gonna look at Raikou and be like, "You must be much more gentler. It's scared." Fox puts down the weapon, his weapon, and he's gonna do it.
All right. So you lay down your weapon and you approach. Go ahead and give me an animal handling.
Come on.
19.
Yeah, you do a much better attempt at it, and the wyvern seems receptive to you. Doctor, go ahead and give me a go ahead and give me an insight check.
22.
Doctor, you can tell that this creature, even though it's scared and upset, is at least not trying to be terribly hostile. It's more so hungry.
It's hungry. The doctor relays to everyone.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, the wyvern, he's looking around. He's not really sure, since you're all trying to approach it and not really being threatening to it. Not sure what to do next. It looks like it's about to back off and run away, or try to fly away. It looks old enough to fly.
Fox is gonna ask Raikou if she has any, like, meat in her rations, and is going to try to force it to eat from Raikou's hand.
All right, Raikou, one more time. Animal handling with advantage.
Gentle. 19 gentle.
All right. So the wyvern comes over and he looks at you, kind of bares its teeth at you, and is gonna decide like it's gonna go snap at you again, and then it sniffs at the meat, and then eventually sticks its tongue out and just retrieves the meat, and then flips it up in the air, and in one bite just goes and eats the meat, flips it into its mouth. It doesn't seem to be hostile towards you, however, at this moment.
Yep.
What would you like to do?
Raikou's just trying to get it to calm down and.
Well, yeah, it's about as calm as it's going to be right now. It's kind of occupied with chewing the meat, and it's content. You could tell that it's emaciated, though. It hasn't ate for a long time, but it's content right now to not attack you at the very least. What would you like to do with it?
2 hours.
Raikou's kind of looking at everyone like, why don't we take this with us?
It certainly can't fit in one of our pockets. We're just going to have to keep holding it along.
Oh, all right then.
Kiss me again.
So, I think we're gonna try to coax it into following.
Okay. All right. Who's leading the way?
The
Oh.
doctor will lead the way.
All right.
Jack, Doctor, can you take point? I'm gonna stay back right here to make sure it doesn't bite too much.
Alright.
All right.
Hmm.
As you pass by all the corpses from the encounter, you all now see that there is the corpse of a rather small for an orc, but nonetheless an orc, slouched up against the wall.
Jack will
Go ahead.
go investigate it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll and investigate.
Okay. 20 plus 2. I'm gonna roll the what's it called? Knowledge from a past life.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a 1d6 more. Let's see how much more. 16 altogether.
Okay. You can see from his dress that this gentleman was some sort of pirate. You can tell though that his station wasn't terribly high. You can also see that by the state of decay that this gentleman has not been dead for terribly long. In fact, his body hasn't even been really chewed on yet. You can see that he has a utility belt on, made out of leather, and on one side of the belt is the pouch that you saw earlier.
Alright. Just gonna see if I can't rifle through him.
All right. As he's doing that, what is everybody else doing?
The doctor is moving forward to scout. Fox and Raikou are trying to coax the wyvern to come, particularly Raikou, so that way Fox is just more like guiding, just so that way Raikou can understand better how to. She's not proficient.
All
She
right.
just sees, oh, it's a baby. I want to keep it.
All right. The wyvern's apprehensive and a little bit stubborn, but he does seem to eventually gingerly walk with you, kind of with the trepidation of a drunken lady with one broken high heel.
Oof.
And so he's kind of just like wobbling, like coming forward and stumbling a bit and things. But it is following you along. In front of you, however, Doctor, you see that the immediate path from where you're at is clear. You can see a clutch of eggs. Let me draw those on here for you. You can see over here that there is a clutch of eggs near this wall over here.
The doctor audibly sighs.
All right. You can see furthermore, though, beside those eggs, that there's a path beyond those eggs that goes around that small cavern of rock that is in the way. You can see there's also the path downward from where you're at that opens up the cavern quite extensively. And you can actually see, because your flare is still would be revealing this way too, so you can actually see pretty good this way. But you can see that there is a small cliff face that you're able to climb down if you wish to. Going again the same way as the path where those eggs would be, just a separate branch of it. Jack, as you are rifling through, you're able to see that this gentleman seems to have a decent supply of gunpowder on him. You're also able to find 8 pieces of gold and 2 platinum.
That is.
Yeah, for a moment.
Well, it's handy.
The gunpowder it would be equal to 2 horns worth of gunpowder.
2 how many?
Horns worth.
Oh, okay, horns. Okay.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty.
It's about 20 bullets.
Take it back. Yeah, that's it back.
Alright. That's significantly more than I had.
All right. So who wants to go now with everything that you all know?
What would you like to do? This way? You want to ignore the eggs?
Trying to ignore the eggs.
Trying.
Trying.
All right, Doctor.
It more depends whether or not Fox or Raikou sees the eggs.
Oh yeah, you'd be close enough that you don't even need to do a check at this point. You'd be able to see the eggs because the flare hit on the wall right almost next to the eggs, so they're pretty well illuminated.
Oh no, they had eggs. If they hatch, they're not going to have parents.
Oh no! What will we ever do about that?
We're going to have to take them.
Going to have to take them.
Doctor, could you take out your portable hole? We can put them in there for now.
Alright.
All right, so you go on over to the clutch of eggs, and you notice that out of the 5 eggs, excuse me, pardon me, out of the 5 eggs, you notice that 2 of them are broken, and so 3 of them are fully intact. Out of the 3 eggs, how many of those would you like to take?
I'll grab all 3.
And I suppose you could also have the broken ones if you wanted them for whatever reason too, but
No, it's okay.
okay.
Relays that the other 2 are broken.
Alright, so you
Hopefully they're okay.
Huh?
Hopefully they're okay.
Hopefully.
alright, Doctor, give me a wait, no, never mind. Your passive is good enough. You don't have to. You're able to see as you walk further into this opening of the cavern, down the ridgeway, you're able to see that there's a small body of water down there. But importantly beyond that, you can see that there is a wyvern down there. He has no knowledge of your whereabouts yet, as like I said, the ridge itself, it's not huge by any means. It's only like 10-15 feet tall or so at the most, but he's not able to see up there or anything like that. However, go ahead and give me a perception check. this body of water seems a bit peculiar to you. It's definitely natural water, but you can tell that there's some type of a passageway through this water. The way you're able to tell that is because you can see a lot of oxygen bubbles surfacing.
That's what you can see.
Socks.
When the group gets closer, the doctor will relay this.
All right, and the wyvern who's down below is just foraging. He isn't really paying any mind to anything as of right now. The baby wyvern is, gingerly walking behind Raikou and Jack. He's still kind of following as you're beckoning him along. And I'm not going to make you roll another animal handling just yet or anything like that. I don't like to get too annoying with repeating rolls. But yeah, so everyone's more or less right there within. They can hear you. You don't have to shout, but they're not close enough to whisper.
Yeah, it's getting my place.
Do you want them to be even closer?
No.
Okay.
The doctor also mentions the wyvern.
All right. Fox, Jack, anything you guys want to do?
The wyvern is down there, then it's possible that we don't have to take the eggs. Or the child. But I want to keep him. Keep him? Is it a him or a her?
The baby wyvern that you have is a her.
I'm gonna keep him.
And so everybody knows that there are two ways forward. Doctor, you know that there's three. Or are you relaying that to them too?
Yeah.
Okay. So the doctor's relaying to you all that there might be a third passage through the water.
No.
What about of this? We don't try to alert the one down there. We'll put the eggs back, except for one, and Raikou, you can raise that one. That way this one doesn't have to go away from its other family.
Yep.
Is that alright?
Raikou is reluctant, but will agree. Okay,
So you're leaving the baby here?
leave the baby and leave 2 of the eggs. They're gonna take 1 of the eggs.
Okay. All right. So you're returning the eggs, or you're putting them where you're at?
I'm going to return 2 of the eggs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. All right. So yeah. So as you go up there to the eggs to return them, you're able to see that beyond the eggs, there's definitely a pathway back there, a bit. It's definitely not as wide as the one that you came through. I'd say about 3 of you could fit side by side down this path, but it leads to a different layer of this cavern itself. Like, it slopes down slightly and then curves around.
So he'll just return and just say, "So, which way should we go? There's a path back there, or we can go and take that one."
Well, if we go down this way where there's a path, we might end up having to fight that.
Very well. Then down this path. It goes away from everything.
Let's go.
All right, so you're going down.
Yeah, we're gonna go down this way.
Alrighty. All right. At this point in the structure, you realize that the wind it's still, you can still feel it amazingly, considering how far away you are from the entryway, and you can still, it gives you like a little suction feeling in your ears, but it's relatively tame, calmed down quite a bit. Do you want to keep? What do you want me to keep revealing until? Do you want me to just assume you keep going until you run into something, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you mind moving us?
Yeah, that's fine.
we'd-
Yeah, that's fine.
Into the darkness below. Into the darkness below. God,
All right, so you go from this large corridor that is opened up to you to a more abrupt and winding passage. You can tell that this passage is higher up and there's multiple levels because you can look to your left and down a ways through a gap in the cavern and see another passage down there from where you're at. You don't get to see too far into it, but however, but you can see that there are a few other wyverns on that side, but more importantly to your attention beyond the wyverns, which you've already encountered several of here, you're able to see that there is a campfire that has been extinguished. You can't determine how long ago from where you're at, of course, but you don't see any flames or ambers. The gap itself, if for whatever reason you did decide you wanted to jump it or climb down it or somehow obfuscate through it, is about 10 feet wide, and it's about 12 feet up in elevation compared to the other side below it. So it might be a decent distance of a jump, but because the other side's lower down, you would actually have an easier time clearing it.
and there's wyverns down there?
Yeah, you see that there is a wyvern, and I'll reveal that here in a moment because it's on the GM layer. Because I put all the potential encounter enemies on the GM layer to see if I like that better than just leaving them on the map layer.
Yeah. I think they'll just slowly and stealthily try to just pass by. That way, you don't get no unwanted attention.
Alright. Well, go ahead and roll to sneak through there then for me.
Everyone?
Yes, it'll be a it'll be a group check. Since there's 4 of you, I'd need at least 2 passes for moderate success, and 3 passes for success.
All right.
4 for
Doctor.
critical success. Doctor, okay.
Fox.
Okay.
Raikou.
All right.
And then now.
Athletics, right?
Huh?
What role is it again?
Stealth.
Yeah, yourself.
Stealth, okay.
Yeah, I use different words interchangeably, but they all mean stealth. Yeah, move silently, stealth. It's a curse of playing a bunch of different editions.
Alright. 1d 20 plus 5. Technically, I'm using Vanish. I don't know if it'll have any effect, but whatever.
That 24 is for Raikou.
Yep.
Okay.
17.
Alrighty. So you all keep to the wall side of to try to obscure the vision from this wyvern who's down there around the campfire. And you can see that there's articles of clothing and things now as you're sneaking along. That this wyvern is, haphazardly rummaging through, assumedly looking for a bite to eat. So he's not paying any attention to you all whatsoever, and so you effortlessly are able to slink on down this passageway until you see that in front of you, as you're sneaking, is a bunch of various different rocks and crushed glass bottles.
Ah, drunks.
Right.
Didn't know that we made it to the drunk den.
Are you proceeding like you were, using your same rolls, or what do you want to do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Alright, so as you're going, you're able to see the other side much better because the cliff face itself is going downwards, and that ground over there that was going downwards actually leveled off and is going back up. So they're sort of like about to meet each other further on down this passageway, you feel. Although you're not exactly sure how much further, but it can't be too far based on the slope. You are able to see that there are rather a few clutches of wyvern eggs down here at this portion. Some clutches have 2, some have 3, but there's a total of about 14 different wyvern eggs that you can see. And you can see that there are 2 adult wyverns that are over there that are taking turns, sitting near them and guarding them, standing up. And there's a few different various piles of rubbish down there that they seem to be picking through. Let me go ahead and reveal them here. All right. So you continue along, and the corridor gets smaller yet. So you guys can file through here without squeezing 2 by 2. So how would you like to do it? Who's the front 2 and who's the back 2?
Who would like to be in front?
I'll be in front.
Okay, so Doctor wishes to be in front. Jack, do you want to be front or back?
Front.
Alright, so there you go.
All right, Jack and the Doctor up front, and then Raccoon Fox in the back. Let's put you guys 2 by 2. All right. Doctor, go ahead and give me a perception check, please.
27.
Alrighty. So you're able to see that your passage slopes downwards, and at the bottom of that downward slope, it opens up to where you, instead of going 2 by 2, you all can fit safely across. It's a rather abrupt change from that small squeeze to this wide open cavern. But more importantly, beyond this, the glass is starting to thin out. You could tell there was a group of people who either have been here for a long time, or it was just a really large group who was here for a short time. But they're all various, wine bottles and food items. But you see that there are two ghouls that are just they're not guarding or patrolling or anything like that, but they're just kind of standing still at the bottom of the slope. They are facing away from you all, away from the bottles and the slope and the party. They are facing out into wherever they're looking.
The doctor will kind of let everyone know about the ghouls.
You wish for me to take them out?
Nods.
So Raikou will like to try to take them out silently. She will
okay.
go ahead and hide, quote unquote, hide.
Okay.
And will take a steady shot, aim, and shoot at one.
Okay.
Would you like me to roll?
Yeah. Yep. Roll your attack. Ooh.
13.
Let's see here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. 13 hits.
So here we go. 31 points of psychic damage.
Woo.
As when I'm hidden or invisible, my attacks with this weapon instead deal psychic damage.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. So he drops dead, and the other one is starting to turn to face him. Go ahead.
Oh, that's the nat one.
That misses, and the shot goes wild in between and fires out into the corridor somewhere where you eventually hear it clink against the wall.
Sculptor. Missing a ranged attack does not reveal my position.
All right. And so, yeah, so everyone who was in that corridor is not sure of where that came from then. Okay.
Like, who? What? Hmm?
All right. They're like the guards in Skyrim. You just duck down and then just start stealing right in front of them.
Must have been the wind.
Well, what was that noise?
Yeah.
So everyone's just standing there, like, really silently.
All right.
As Raikou slowly starts grabbing another arrow.
Go ahead and get your other arrow going.
Alright.
And the ghoul is moving now. He's starting to try to lumber to come up that hill.
There it is. 29.
Yeah, that's a hit.
And that's dead.
All right, so yeah, so you shoot him and he dies, and his body actually rolls a little bit down that hill a bit, and he dies beside his friend. And all are ignorant to your passing.
Let's go.
Well done.
All right, so you go further on down the passageway, and after the bodies, once you step over those two bodies, the passageway opens up to a very So far, the widest part of the corridor that you've been through, and there are several ways for you to be able to go from this point. But before you deal with those several ways that you could possibly go, you have a little issue. Let me go ahead and
Oh no.
go ahead and
Just a little issue. All right, all right, all right.
It's never a good thing to have just a little issue. It means a big issue. Oh. Oh. Why are there so many wyverns down here? Like, holy hell, what the hell?
there we go.
We killed like 3 up there. We got
They
some
are
up there.
they are not aware of you because of your actions earlier to silence those 2 ghouls, and then the special so that they could not detect you from the mist. So they are not aware of your presence yet. There is no initiative yet. What would you like to do?
What are they doing? I think it's a better question.
Yeah, there seems to be a lot of digging that has happened here recently. You can tell that there used to be a stone wall here dividing both sides, and so this cavern essentially opens up to where both of those sides, the upper path that you were all on, and the lower path that those wyverns that you've seen with the campfire, those 2 paths converged and met here. So these ghouls that were over here most likely just finished recently digging out through this pathway. So most of them are just amongst the rubble. The wyverns themselves are just seem to be patrolling the area. What the interesting thing here, I suppose, is that the wyverns and the ghouls aren't naturally fighting each other. They're not acting together or anything like that, but they're just kind of coexisting.
Hmm.
And let's see, Doctor. Let's see. You can see a little bit further. Actually, I'll give you a little bit further. So, a little bit beyond that wyvern, you can see that there's a body of water that goes kind of 3/4 of the way across this pathway. So,
Are you okay? You okay? So this is our situation. There's 4 wyverns and a couple ghouls, and then there's some water down here. More than likely, we got to get down here or here. We don't know.
yeah, once you round the bend more, I'll give you more details and things that are down there.
This place is full of them.
Yeah, because of the curve and the slope and things like that, they have no idea that you're there yet.
Mm-hmm.
Although I could probably see how this ghoul right here would have seen the bodies of the guys that you stepped over, maybe, but it's for all intents and purposes, they have no idea you're there yet.
Mm-hmm.
So, would everyone like to try to fight them, or sneak by them?
Yeah, it is rather dark in this section. It's probably the darkest section that you've seen so far because you're so far away from that flare now, and you're in a different elevation from the flare, and you rounded a corner. So the natural light that came into this place from the initial hole completely gone, and that flare light would be maybe dim at the very back of like where your backs might be like a little bit dim, perhaps. But the passage in front of you is dark.
What? Son? Huh? Snake?
Okay.
Hi.
All right. Go ahead and give me the stealth rolls. Make them high. It's a group thing, so like I said, 4 successes is a critical success. 3 is a success. 2 is a failure. 1 is a critical failure.
All right. Let's do this.
And if you're skilled in it, like if you're proficient in it, you can use the help action to help somebody else, but you have to describe how.
So here's Fox. Aw, yeah.
All right.
Here's Raikou. All 17.
Okay.
I would like to put the thing for the ancestors, because no,
So 13.
13.
All right.
And 16 for Doctor.
Alrighty. So, here's what happens. You stay towards the wall. Stay as far away from anything breathing or moving as you possibly can. You end up making it quite a ways, and actually you start to feel kind of cocky about it, that you were able to sneak past so many creatures so easy. Until Fox lets out a really loud sneeze that echoes through this little chamber here. Roll initiative.
All right. That was unfortunate. Jack has a 19.
And just to keep in mind, you can still keep going forward and do whatever you were going to do, just through the turn order.
Doctor. Raikou.
And Doctor, with your passive, you see that the water now that you guys, since you snuck quite a ways away and you're closer to the water now, you're able to see that this water has the same type of air bubbles going through it as the other one that you saw did. And so you're able to reasonably discern that those two passageways were connected via underwater passage. All right. All right. Let's go ahead and. How much? Pardon me. How much longer do you all have?
All day
Okay.
for me, at
Not-
least.
Not as long. Not long now. Honestly, the combat might be a little bit too long.
Oh no.
So we could either start it, or we could stop here.
Well, you're you're past the enemies. You just are in combat. So essentially, if you wanted to, you could do a series.
Make a dart for whatever.
Right. You could turn it into a skill challenge essentially if you wanted to try to escape these things that are flying after you to go further on into the passage. The only thing is you don't know what's further on into the passage, and you might have to make quick decisions on which ways you want to go. It's up to you. If you want to fight them, or you could do the skill challenge.
Wait, an actual skill challenge?
Yeah, like you can use your abilities or whatever to hold them off as you're running, or do anything you want. Really, improvise. You know, I said there was tree roots. You can make use of those somehow. You could whatever you'd like to do to try to escape. If you don't want to fight them, you don't have to. There's nothing saying you do have to fight everything you come across.
You want to go for a skill challenge? GTFO? 'Cause I really don't want to fight 4 wyverns.
Let's do the skill challenge. I think I kind of remember how they work when you were running them in Barovia.
Well, it depends on how Soul runs skill challenges.
Yeah. So basically, they're chasing you. You use your movement and your dashes and things like that, and then you tell me how you want to slow them down to the point where if they're too far behind you, then you've successfully escaped. If you end up going to where like you make decisions when you're moving to a path that might be cut off or a dead end or something like that, and there's nothing else you can do that you can think of to improvise. Like one time you use your skill maybe to hide, so one of the enemies maybe gets lost on your trail or something like that. That's just an example. And then you lose one of your chasers, or you could do things that will mess up and potentially have more chasers, and then you'll end up having to fight more people. So it's a risk or reward. It depends on how far you think you're close you are to your goal, which your goal is to gain access to the mausoleum through this passage. You're quite a ways away into the passage. And you can see that there's 2 paths forking in front of you already, so you know that
Wait,
for
what?
sure. You can see
Yeah,
that.
I've only this one.
No, the other way too. The waterway. This way. There's two separate paths there.
Oh, okay.
See, there's a wall
So-
between,
So where do you guys wish to go?
and then
That way.
the passageway that you were seeing over there. There's this wall in between.
Okay. So I guess we'll just go this way then.
All right, so go. Who has the most movement speed out of all you? So I can move you.
That would possibly be Jack. Since he has mobile, he's at a base 40.
Yep.
All right, so we'll go ahead, and the distance you have to go, we'll say 3 successes before you have 3 failures. All right, so Jack, what is it that you would do to slow these things down if you're running down the corridor in order to have them have your group be safe and escape? What would you like to do? You can see that this passageway is about 20 feet across. In some places it's 30. You can see that there's the split in the road. You can see that there's the body of water. There's various different roots and things from trees up above in the cemetery that are coming through that are dripping water. And so the ground is a little bit slick, and the walls too.
Quick. Gunpowder, but
And you know that there's 4 wyverns. You know that they fly. The 2 closest to you have obviously the best chance to catch you. The ones that are lagging behind, though, they're not going to be able to catch you for probably your third success or fail. So you'll be kind of fine from them. So you only have to worry about the 2. So what would you do?
if we're just I could make them unable to see where they're going when they attempt to attack us by using fog cloud.
All right. So describe the parameters of how long you're waiting for them to to attack you, where you're casting the fog cloud. Like, are you
Let's see.
waiting for him to get real close to you, or you're gonna like as soon as you can?
Uh,
What are you doing?
as they're getting close enough to attack, just pop smoke cloud, and so that
Oh,
when they strike, they can ram into something else.
okay. All right. All right. I'm looking at their perception and things like that right now. Okay, go ahead and cast your fog cloud. How big of an area is it? Is it like the actual spell fog cloud?
Yes,
Okay. Let's see here.
20 feet.
Fog cloud. No. Oh, I got the wrong. There we go. Do you want it in front of you, behind you? Where would you like it specifically?
The center of it should be right here, right below the fox.
Right there?
Yeah, that's good enough.
All right. Ooh. All right, you got one. Okay, so because you did that, one of the wyverns who was chasing you actually lost sight of where you guys were going, and he took the wrong passageway, and so you have one less chaser, and then you advance. So let's go ahead and advance you.
Alright.
Let's advance you to the midway point here, right here. Let me reveal it.
Oh, jeez.
All right. All right. So now you come across. There is a waterfall that looks like it's forming in the middle of this path that actually cuts down in through a wall. It kind of forms like a little bit of a slide through with the natural terrain. So there's a gap there for you to jump. Do you want to go down the water slide, or and try to brave it down there, or do you want to try to jump the gap? And who wants to give me the perception check on that to see what's on the other side of the gap and things like that to make the determination for your group?
Oh, go for perception.
All right. Well then, whatever you decide is the determination for the entire group.
Alright.
All right. So go ahead and roll your
19.
19. All right. So you see that that on the bottom of this slide here, it's about a 25 or 30 feet slide. It's just slightly vertical, so no one's going to get hurt. You can tell that the water at the bottom of this is deep enough, so nobody's going to get hurt from going down it. And there's no enemies down there. You don't hear nothing. On the other side of the gap, you can tell that it's going to be a rather easy jump, but you might have to do like a roll or something like that in the bottom to cushion your fall a bit. But you won't take any damage from that. You don't see any enemies on either way though, from where you're at.
Water side.
Alrighty. All right, so you're all running, and go ahead and give me an athletics check, Doctor.
19.
19. Alrighty, and then let me see here. +4. All right, so you're running, and you all the wyvern is snapping and flying right behind you, and he's nipping at your heels, Fox, and he actually thinks you're all about to go straight, and as soon as you do that, you hurry up and go down the water slide, and as you the last person on the slide, which would be Fox. You look back as you're sliding down. You see that the wyvern actually didn't turn in time as he was flying, and so he actually flew down the other passageway. And so right now, you are at the bottom of that slide, all of you, and let me reveal it to you. It's even darker here. It's pitch black. You can't even see your hand if it's 10 inches from your face. It's so dark down here. But in your immediate vicinity, you don't see or hear anything out of the ordinary. You just hear a bunch of drips of water occasionally on the floor, but you don't hear any flapping of any wings or anything like that. What would you... Okay, so, Jack, what would you like to do? You could go left or right. From the bottom of the slide.
Let me roll a die. We decide. Right.
Okay, you're going to the right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right, now I'm going to need initiatives.
Oh, that just leads straight back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My bad. Didn't know it. Yeah, okay. We'll just run.
All right. Yeah, it's okay.
I literally just rolled back for it.
I I love it.
It's like
You took this one with us in
It's-
school.
And you rolled a D2.
it's like
I was
that.
looking at this like your right, or Jack's right, or our right.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, okay. I shouldn't even give you the choice to go. Okay, my mistake. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
No, it's fine.
No, it's fine. Because I actually I mean I wouldn't do that.
I'm not. It's like, oh, what's this? How's this arranged? I didn't, think the
Right.
the passers right there.
Right. Okay, that's fine then. And then okay, so I need then for you to give me a dexterity check, a flat dexterity check.
Hey. Dex. Just a regular dexterity check,
Yep,
right?
yep, just flat dex with your bonus. Yep.
All right. If I don't like it, that's possible. 23.
All right. So as you get down to the bottom of that water slide, you all keep running. You use that momentum to effortlessly get up and get moving. As you see that another wyvern has joined in on the one who had gotten lost previously. Let me scroll this over here real quick so I could clear out some stuff. No, I said reveal, not hide. Alright. Alright, so the other wyvern joins in on the chase. However, when the paths diverged up here, when they forked and opened up further, and I'm trying to reveal it here. As the path opened up, a bunch of rocks started falling because the ground up above is very soft from all the previous rainfall, and so some of the roots and things are across the path and trying to impede progress. But you're able to use those roots to climb and propel yourself forward up the slight slope and reach up to the ledge and grab on. and you see that there's a light opening there, and that's why you grabbed on to that ledge, as this path terminates there at this other hole that looks rather similar to the one that you came in the first place. So you definitely know that you're on the right trail. And if you guys need to stop now, I guess this would be a great place to stop. But you've succeeded without any fails. So you completely it's a complete success. You're all safe at this point.
Cool. this is a good place to stop for us.
All right. Well, then let me go ahead and put you all up there. Did you want me to explain to you what you've seen, so this way you could think about it or anything, or do you want it to be a surprise, or what?
Surprise.
All right.
Surprise!
I
Alrighty.
believe surprise would be best. Yes.
All right. Cool. All right. That's what we'll go with then. I won't tell you anything what's going on at the other side of that ghoul created hole. I'll tell you in two. Are we playing in 2 weeks for sure?
Yes.
All right. I'll see you all back in 2 weeks.
Shadow, do you have a party in 2 weeks?
I never get told these things.
No.
I have the same kind of family, don't I? My mother telling me at the last minute, oh, it's your auntie whatever the fuck's.
Did you remember your auntie's party?
The fuck? My auntie? Which auntie? I got like 13.
Well, I told you about it, didn't I? We're all going. Dress up.
And then Tori looks over at her like, you didn't tell him.
All right. Well, it seems like a great place to end it. I'll see you all in 2 weeks then. I already have next session planned then, which is great.
All right.
So, all right. Thanks everybody for watching.
Right.
Take care of yourselves. Thanks for playing. Have a great day. See you soon.
Have fun.